thank God for you being here to celebrate us as fathers. Amen. There's something in the church called CME where people go to church, especially in our church. It's called Christmas, Mother's Day, and Easter. Well, here we are today. I want to interview these men because all of them have a very strong role. And so today, you hear our theme music. This is Victorious Talk Show. All right? Put your hands together for Victorious Talk Show. Be honest and just speak from their heart, because we're trying to grow. Our desire is not to please you, but to be honest with who we are as men. I haven't staged anything. These men, I'm going to ask them some questions, and I want them to talk from their heart. All righty? I want you to talk from your heart. Be honest with me today, okay? Can you do that? First question: what has been the most rewarding thing about being a father? I'm going to ask you to take about a minute and a half, just answer. What has been the most rewarding thing for you about being a father? Someone share it.
For me, the most rewarding thing is when I come home, I have my son for, he comes to stay the weekend with me, or my visitation week. When I come home from work, and my son and my daughter run to me, "Daddy home, Daddy, Daddy." That's the best feeling in the world. You know, when your kids just run to you and they happy, they just daddy, 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 they just smiling, and that's, I can't even explain the feeling. That's the best feeling in the world. When you, as soon as you close the door, they just right there at the steps, just daddy on, daddy, 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 daddy. That feels so good.
Brother Bruce, your children, how old are your children?
15 months and 9 years old.
And even at the age of 9 and 10, my son's here, even at the age of 10, what do we love? We love when they come and just hug us. All right? That is good. That is good. Anyone else? And then I'll move to the next question. I got quite a few questions that I want to ask these fathers. How do you embrace fatherhood if you never had a father, or that father was absent? Talk to us today. Anyone else?
My father, we had a distant relationship.
What? Stand up there, stand up there. Dad Sixers in the house. Tennessee's here. Come on, we celebrate him today. We celebrate you, Father. Come on, share with us. This is good. This is good.
So, we had this relationship. So as far as learning to be a father, a lot of things, advice came from visits, summer or holidays, just phone conversations that I got over. I said that clusters. So what I didn't have with him, my woman had. So it's been a blessing.
That's good. That's good. All right, so Brother AC, yours.
Yeah, mine the same. My father, my relationship with my father, I knew him, but it's time to spend in prison when I was growing up. So it could have been negative, but what I learned is it's like when I speak to some of the youth, they say, what do we need in Saginaw? They say, we need more mentors. And my reply is, be that mentor you're looking for. So I choose to make a choice to be that father that I believe you need to have, and I believe I wish I had. So that's what I choose to do.
I had a stepfather that took care of me. You know, even though he didn't go to church, he made sure we went. And that's the reason why I'm here today. And, you know, he's still living. He's in the hospital, but, you know, I want to just thank him for being that man in my life, because he didn't have to do it. You know, he treats me better than some of his kids. But I'm there for him whenever he needs me.
What are the top 3 lessons you want your children to learn and utilize in their lives? What are the top 3 lessons that you want your children to remember and to utilize in their lives? If you may take one, you may take the one that you want to just hit. All right? Share with us.
First one is most definitely put God first. It's definitely God first, and another one is the children tell my children, we all make mistakes. I like to point out some mistakes, not to make a mistake or to belittle somebody, but a mistake is made, I like to discuss it with my son. Now where we at now, we're like, he'll make a mistake, and now we at, okay, let's identify this problem. Okay, well, how many choices you got? What can you do to fix this problem? And he's stuck right there. Next year he won't be stuck. He'll know how to identify the answers to each problem.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Maybe to trust in the Lord, because He's gonna be with you when nobody else is. You know, no matter what you're going through or where you at in life, what environment, He's gonna be with you when nobody else. I tell my children that, and always believe in yourself.
Have you always told them that?
Who, my child?
Trust in the Lord?
Yes, I tell them.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, good, good.
I think we all agree that we got to keep God first and trust in the Lord. A couple things that I also tell they have before is just be yourself. Don't worry about what everybody thinks. You only have to be happy with yourself at the end of the day. And the biggest thing, because of the way I was raised, is you don't eat if you don't work. If you don't eat, you don't work. If you don't work, you don't eat.
All right? Come on, we're teaching some lessons today. Brother Mike, I want you to take this time just to share, because you had a shift or a transition in your life that happened about a year and a half ago. Okay? What has that meant to you? What have you done? And what has happened in that process?
So, about a year and a half ago, I was a 14-year employee at the TRW at GNC. Never thought I'd see it close. They closed February 14, 2014. And at first I was just a little upset. I was upset with a lot of people.
Just a little.
Just, yeah.
Keep it real. You on the pulpit today. Right. I was mad, man.
I was mad, you know. I just, you know, because you never think something like that happened to you. 14 years, you know, I had gave my life to not only the company, Delphi, TRW, but even the union, myself. I mean, I'm keeping it real. Just say keep it real. So I went through this whole deal, and I was putting my faith, and the man that was over, and he's a mentor to me still to this day, you know. But I was putting my faith in him that he would make something happen for me in the future, in the near future. I put my faith in people in the shop, you know, they might make this, they did that same stuff as soon as we were all went there. And I was putting my faith in the place. I was looking at the wrong thing. And to this day, I tell everybody, well, it was a silver lining. 14 years out of 10 of them years, I didn't get to see a lot of my son's life, so I went there. So, even with Sean, you know, my father was distant, and it was distant because he was working in a different state. I was distant in the same house with my kids. And I tell everybody it was a silver lining that I got that 14, 16 months so far. Number one, because we never lost our faith in my wife, thank God for her. We haven't missed a meal. We haven't missed a meal. No bills behind nothing. I mean, we still, it's like I was still working. I was able to get into a program where I'm getting paid to go to college.
Getting paid to go to college. Put your hands together for that.
And again, this is the time that I get to spend with my the lost time that I, you know, in the early years I lost with my boys and playing with Coach Mike, basketball, take the time to do. So it's always a silver lining.
You attend where?
North University.
Studying what?
Business.
What's your GPA?
3.85.
That brother made the president's list again. Come on, you want to celebrate that? That's a blessing. So God has done in this transition. Sometimes we don't understand it, but God always works things out. He always works things out. All righty. So good point. Any other point? Anything else? What do you want to leave with heritage? Did we make some mistakes before? What have we learned in life as a father shows?
You know, even though I was doing wrong, my kids didn't see a lot of me doing wrong. But one thing they did see me, go to work. And right now, they see me go to the mailbox. You know, you have to let your kids know that you got to go to work. If you want to eat, you got to go to work. You know, if you keep on hustling and doing whatever you're doing, when you get old, you don't go to the mailbox, because there ain't going to be nothing there for you. I'm just being honest with you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For myself, it was a lot of people, they look now and they don't know what I've been through and how my life has been. You know, I was, I say my father was in prison my whole life. Really, you know, he would get out, and it probably would be for a month or so, you know. But what went on with that, what he would tell me, he would give me words of what he thought would be words of encouragement, you know, to how to run the streets and how to make decisions in the street life, you know. And even if I didn't know my father, that was my father, so I loved him. And I want to put a smile on his face. If he wanted me to be like that, I want to be like that, you know. So I made decisions to run the streets, and I was always, you know, a lot of people say, you know, why you dress the way you dress, but, you know, I'm a Christian. I'm a man of God, you know, I'm a father. But when I was a thug, I dressed like a thug, you know. So, you know, I carried the guns, I sold the drugs, it wasn't nothing nice. You know, with my father, he like I say, he spent the majority of his life in prison, where he died in prison, you know. His father before that died in prison, you know. Me, myself, I went through a revolving door since the age of, I've been to, if you know anything about the system, I've been to everything. What they call it, what's that place on Street? Interlink, juvenile, county jail, prison, TRV, the YMCA. This since I was about 15 years old, so, you know, I've been through it. And I began to see myself going through what my father did, you know. I consider it to be a life of selfishness, only thinking of myself, you know, and not thinking of my kids, you know. A lot of people, they just see my 6-year-old, you know, but I got a 23-year-old, you know, and he's going through the same thing I went through, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't know it's a generational curse, but I tell him, I let him know, you know, there's better choices to be made, you know, and if he's going through a process, he gonna be all right, but, you know. Oh yes, the chains has been broken. It's most definitely broken, you know. We wake up every morning, you know, like you say, the joys that come from being a father is so many. How can I choose one? But it feels good when, you know, you have a routine and you have that, you know, yes, I get up early in the morning, I pray by myself. But before I take my son to his destination in the morning, he knows. That's our prayer room, is that car, me and him. Any given day, I just sit to the side, I say, hey, you lead us in prayer today. You know, and when I feel it in that car, I know he did, okay, let's go. Let's go.
So, Brother AC, you've broken the chain.
God broke the chain.
God has broken the chain. That generational curse of your grandfather that died in prison, your dad died in prison, you will not die in prison. But whom the Son set free, come on somebody, is free indeed. Thank you, Jesus. Jail, been living saved, working, good job. God is about to give him another job real soon with a big company. And almost up on a year of marriage. Come on, stand. He married our old choir president. I thought he liked how the choir sang. Never would he had his eye. Come on, sing. But I'm so happy for them. They're coming up on 1 year of marriage. And so look what God will do when you give your life to him. And it's been this young man has given up a lot. He has just really been there. All right, Brother Bruce here, I saw you want to say something. Go ahead and share.
You know, when I see mans, you know, all mans, when they come to church, I just observe and I know that it's a blessing because I don't think too many people know what men go through on a daily basis as a man. And there's always more women in church than men. And the reason I feel is because women mature quicker than men, to be honest. And two, it's hard for a man to submit. And that's it. So, but when I come to church, I get strength from people that don't even know that I probably admire, like David Brown, to see a young man in the family and a God with his family. You know, that's strength. Him and Jazz. When I talked to Deacon Scott one day a couple years ago, that was strength. When I talked to your father-in-law, and he was telling me what he used to go through, he gave me strength. It's so much strength that I get from church, I might not say it, but I get it. I get strength from Elder Mel because he might have a problem with his hearing, and that's why I get my work hustle from. I think about Elder Mel sometimes. He don't let nothing stop him. Oh yeah, I might can't hear that good, but you text me, you email me, ain't nothing gonna stop me. And so that's what I do. So I don't want the church to feel when people don't join that y'all doing something wrong. When we leave here, it's such a struggle out there. It's not always the church. You know, you're going back to certain situations or whatever. So I don't want y'all to think that. But when I seen Julian Taylor come to church with his family, my friend Jew, I said, man, I gotta grab the God, because I seen Jew what he did, and I seen Brother AC. I grew up with him, and he's older than me. Y'all don't know. I didn't even know his name was AC. I thought it was Shabar in the neighborhood. And so when I seen his change, I told my wife, I said, man, God good. You know, God good, but not to be, God just been on me since Bishop was here, and I let the devil get in me, to be honest. Bishop used to be preaching, even when you was here, because I grew up in the church, and I'll be crying. I'll be almost about to cry back there by the Spirit in, but I'm talking to myself. If I blink, tears would have came out, but I'm talking to myself because I wasn't all the way right, and I didn't want to sing fake. But the Spirit was in, all when Bishop was here. Even when you preached sometime before I came in, I could feel it. And by the time I get to Speedway, I'm talking to myself, well, you made it through another week without giving to my, I didn't want to listen to Jay-Z. I didn't want to listen to Kanye. So I'm in the shower, I'm saying songs that my grandmother used to sing, like, I love to praise his name. And I started off all key, I'm all off key. And before I knew it, Pastor Chris, I started crying in the shower. And something happened. And then my wife was downstairs and my eyes was red. She's like, Bruce, you been crying? I'm already feeling, what you talking about? Nobody been crying. Nobody crying. So the next day, I get in the shower, and my favorite song besides Near the Cross is Donnie McClurkin, I Came with Deliverance. I play that every morning to get through my day. And my favorite part of that song, when he said, whatever you want is mine. And I keep rewinding that every morning. So I get in the shower, and I start crying in the shower again, listening to Donnie, and the Spirit was on me. And this time, when I came down the steps, I wasn't ashamed to tell my wife what just happened. And I was like, the Lord working with me. And come on, God is in the working business. Pastor Chris, I went to work out that morning, and I said, after that, I said, babe, I'm gonna go work out at Pennis Fitness. I went to put on a treadmill, and I started playing Donnie McClurkin again. I Came for Deliverance. And I love that song. I had to put, I seen Brother Nate there that day. And I'm on a treadmill, Pastor Chris. I had to put my hood over my head. I couldn't look to my left. I couldn't look to my right because I was crying. Tears was all in my eyes. I was crying. And I didn't want nobody to think I was crazy. So I was crying. And so since then, I've been tired. And I want to say this real quick. I've been tired. I never used to tire because the devil used to play with my mind like, you can never own a church. I used to get probably 6% instead of 10. I'm gonna be honest with you. But now I get 10% in the last 3 months. About 3 or 4 months. And the devil tried to get me at first, like something go wrong with the house or business, wasn't doing good. Look at you, give your money to God. You can use that for you. But I got up every morning and I started listening to Bishop J.O. Patterson, the senior, Bishop G. Patterson. And then I listen to you, because God got in my spirit. God got in my spirit and said, hold on. You can't listen to J.O. Pack Sr. You can't listen to G.E. Patterson. You can't listen to Bishop Blake and not listen to your pastor. So I went to YouTube and listened to you. I can't listen to Juanita Bottom and Joyce Myers. So I went to YouTube and I listened to, my wife will tell you, I listened to Mother Pryor every morning when she was singing. And me and Mother Pryor on YouTube, we be singing when she preached that Mother's Day. She started out saying, yes. We be singing, yes. You know? And so, since I've been tied, I started a business. I started 3 more businesses since I've been tied, and God just been blessing me. I have Jones Abs Clothing. Now we have a cookie company that it's only been a month. I'm in 5 stores, and my wife told me don't go get no more. But I can be in 15 stores right now, but I can't because we don't have a production. I can be in 15 stores. I can't even do online. But my wife said, "Quick, don't get no more stores." I just got one this morning at Grand Blanc. And so I just want you to tithe, because when you tithe, that's blessing to your kids. When you tithe, you know, it's going to change our life around. I'm not perfect. I still listen to Jay-Z. I got a lot of stuff to work on. But I've been tithing. I'm going after the Lord. And I just want y'all to know this is the year for men. I'm claiming it. This is the year for men. Man, your son coming back this year. Your God brother coming back this year. The drug dealer going to turn to a demon. The pimp going to come with his girls. The pimp going to turn into an usher. The gangster, he going to turn into a security. This the year. Your son coming back. Your nephew coming back. The cool dude coming back. We going to be so cool. We put our offering in. Man, we coming back this year. That's all.
Come on, put your hands together on what God is doing. He who began a good work in me is able to complete it. Come on, God don't start something that he cannot finish. I mean, he tell you it's a process that God is making a change in people's lives. Come on, somebody shout, hallelujah. Come on, he's making a change in your mother's life, in your son's life, in your daughter's life. God is turning around. Turn it around! Turn it around, yes! Turn it around! Come on, God is turning it around! Come on, as for me and my house, I made this declaration, as for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord! Come on, we shall serve the Lord! It's a process. Yeah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank God for the transition and the change that is happening. Somebody shout hallelujah. Yeah, I like what I see. I like what I see. Every morning he's sending me messages. My biggest supporter, don't get mad. My biggest supporter of this church is Brother Bruce Jones. He doesn't know that this guy encourages me all the time. And I'm not saying this to make no public thing, but because what you said, my biggest, when I get tired sometimes, that brother right there, that God is doing a new thing in his life. Even though we got an assignment we're working on for we got a few more days of what he's doing, and we're hitting each other back. But every morning practically, he's sending me a message, a preaching message, and he's encouraging. And like he said, Jay-Z ain't all the way out. But he on his way. Down in Florida, I mean, he could have went to the grave, somebody, a rapper. But God is doing a great thing in his life. And his wife, they're standing hand in hand. Jones Avenue Company, after they're doing their search, and I thank God for you. I've been here to tell you that brother over there, people have asked me, how is he on your security team? I didn't know what they were talking about. I didn't know what they were talking about. And so I pulled somebody to the side, because she grew up in this church. She said, now, you better watch him. I said, no, God has saved him. She said, if God can save him, he can save anybody. Do I have a witness, Sister Sharon? You got a witness? And so I thank God for them. They're doing a wonderful job, Brother Saint, sir. Come on, put your hands together for them as we are blessed.